Let me get this started off correctly. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this spectacular showdown of LRW's All Hallows of Eve. Welcome on in, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Knuckle J. Moose, your broadcasting commentator for the night's events. We hope you're having a wonderful and fantastic holiday as we set up our big pay-per-view of the night to finally settle some scores, possibly change some titles, and see the outcomes of some long, heated hatred between many individuals. Our first match is a rematch of sorts. After winning in a four-way dance, a four-way a go-go, we call it here, Katsuyori Blade, the Demon Shogun, our current Fast and Free champion, will be taking on the man who not only pinned him in the match to earn the title, not only won the title, the match, but also pinned him in that match, the one and only, the Reaper, Jordan Rain. Those of you watching live from our live studio audience, now is the time to see who you think is going to be the winner and the possibly either retaining and defending champion or a brand new Fast and Free Cruiserweight champion. Get your votes in now on who you think's going to do it. As we like to welcome everyone in for this fantastic holiday of extravaganza. As we have many matches tonight, where we will see rivals finally end the hated hatred between each other. Those of fantastic and far off mystery joined together in a match of chaos and insanity, and to see once and for all who can indeed walk away, whether they're battered and bruised or clearly unscathed. Only tonight can we figure this out. We'd like to welcome you all in and hope you're having a wonderful time, and glad that you've decided to choose the end of your month here this evening with Lunch Rush Wrestling, the wonderful LRW. As stated earlier, ladies and gentlemen, Katsuyori Blade winning the title at our four-way a go-go elimination four-way match, has been holding the title for a little bit, but after the events of one of our classic matches, the one and only Zoo match, which we will see later tonight, Katsuyori Blade was able to, Katsuyori Blade going in, trying to keep from someone possibly gaining themselves a number one contendership, and Jordan Rain said, I am going to make sure I earn it by not only becoming the winner of said match, but also pinning Katsuyori Blade to win the match completely. So, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we are here to see who is going to walk away in this unique title match here at All Hallows Eve. Speaking of the Zoo, however, we will have a special horrified hoedown as the Zoo becomes a slaughterhouse of destruction and a match of horrific detail and chaos. We will also be seeing a 10-person graveyard throwdown later on this evening. Along with that as well, we will be seeing another set of titles being defended, as we will see the long-awaited rivalry finished between the one and only ISO Pigeon finally getting his rematch against our done did good champion, the DDG champ, the Big Ear Corn, Jacob Cobb, in a no-holds-bar match. And ladies and gentlemen, if you have been following on with us, Glorious Odin Rudden and Furious Freeman have been on a road of disrespect for a very long time, and tonight they settle it one-on-one in an Iron Man match. As well as we will see our ladies, our goddess of the world, the one and only Lola Fent, defend her title against the woman who has been tearing the roster up and down the streets like she's Michael Myers and never going down, never staying down. The one and only Linda Suzuki finally gets her shot in an Extreme Rules match. And then, ladies and gentlemen, to close out the show, our current LRW heavyweight champion, the Graveyard Doc himself, will finally settle the score with the living legend Susan Smashing in a one-for-all. No, they are the last man standing match. I apologize, I believe. I believe they're also the last standing match as well. I have to go double check that later. Apologies for that. But I do believe it's also a last standing match. I have not had my record on me. Hold on, I gotta find it. I'll find it here for you momentarily. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I believe, yes, the poll is up. The predictions are in. Those who have voted, the best of luck to you as we watch the Demon Shogun, Katsuyori Blade, defend the Fast and Free title against the Reaper, Jordan Rain. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on into our special Man of the Month presentation. We hope you're having a wonderful time as always as we prepare for our first match for that title right there, the Fast and Free Cruiserweight belt. This will be Katsuyori Blade's first defense officially in singles contest as this no-holds-barred contest here this evening. Will Katsuyori Blade be able to keep that title around his waist? Or will we see the Reaper Jordan Rain lay claim to the title and the honor of being the man who dethrones him of it? The Reaper Jordan Rain making their way to the ring right now after trial and tribulation, after overcoming failures and adversity, has planted their flag saying that it is my time to earn myself not only that title but the respect that I have been fighting for so long since entering LRW. Will the Reaper finally slay the demon and bring the soul of the Fast and Free belt to his reign? Or will death not take another one this evening? as Katsuyori Blade will, if he retains this title tonight. For that title right there, the Fast and Free Cruiserweight belt, ladies and gentlemen, welcome into our special spooky arena for this evening.
Introducing the challenger from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 205 pounds, the Reaper, Jordan Ray. And his opponent from Kobe, Japan, weighing in at 205 pounds, the All-Star Cruiserweight Champion, the Demon, Katsuyori Blade.
That is what they're fighting for right there, that Fast and Free title. Katsuyori Blade on one side, Jordan Rain on the other. Referee called the bell. Here we go, beginning of the match. As both men, going for kicks, and Katsuyori Blade with those educated feet. Already into a beautiful German suplex. Trying to get the tone into his control. Oh, but Jordan ducking out of that hit there. As now, sweeping over into a sit-out power bomb. But not going for the pin, knowing it's not enough to put away the champ just yet, but enough to do some damage early on. Picking him up, and yet again, another twisting sit-out power bomb. Katsuyori now with that backbreaker. Stomping away now. Wait a minute, we're going to see it early. Decided not to, they realized that Jordan wasn't ready to be beat yet, but there's a nice kick to the side of the chest though. See, now goes to work on the extremities, and there's those powerful knees we've seen him cut open many of people with. Right into the spine there. As Katsuyori Blade now heading to the outside in this no-holds-barred contest. There are no disqualifications and no countouts. As that shovel is used to try to bury him. One, but no. The Reaper not willing yet to die tonight. Off the ropes goes Jordan Rain. Bounces off, and big kick across the rib cage. As the Demon Shogun is getting the feeling. He tries to keep control, but Jordan Rain now fighting back. Trying to get back, trying to get things in under his way. Off the ropes he goes. Snapmare into a knee strike. And I believe he landed on that shovel. And Phoenix splash. Springboard Phoenix splashed off the ropes there. As I was saying, there's no countouts. There are no disqualifications. The only way to win is by pinfall or submission. And this match right here. As using the bat to the back of his head, thinking it knocked him out. 1, 2, no. Only a 2 count. Well, the champ definitely feeling the pain as now Jordan goes start dribbling him across that mat there, going up top. What will we see from Jordan Rain? Off the top, twisting arm drag. Jordan now goes back again for that baseball bat. And across the bridge of the nose. And trying to catch him anywhere he can. And there's that harsh knee strike to the solar plexus. Trying to knock the wind out of him. Jordan Rain knows it's coming. Wheelbarrow into a double stomp. Making sure Katsuyori Blade knows it's not going to work like it used to before. He's been watching the tapes, but Katsuyori returned the favor. Landing on those tools of destruction with that dragon screw leg whip. And now Katsuyori looking for something dangerous here. Oh my Lord. Setting him up for, crash to hell. That crash and the driving knee to the chest. Is it enough to put him away? 1, 2, no. As Jordan gets that shoulder up. Now Katsuyori once again trying to bury his opponent using that shovel. Striking him in the, right across the skull on that one. Jordan moves out the way. That catches it. Oh! Returns the favor with that shovel as he starts pummeling him instead now. Tired of him beating on him. Oh, he got him a return. Shot to the skull. Moving it out the way because he wanted to make sure he doesn't get hurt with it. Uh-oh. Soul Taker. Into the pin. That's how he won the match, to get the title shot. But not enough to put him away this evening. Beautiful standing moonsault, though, on that ladder handle. Oh. The champ, though, able to keep on fighting. Oh! Backstabbing him. Dropping those knees into the shoulder blades. And now stomping it again. Causing damage to the chest as Katsuyori Blade comes out, seeing Jordan going for another weapon. Jordan fights back. Kick to the stomach. Uh-oh. Strike combination from Jordan Rain, and now a package. Oh, never mind. Almost a gut buster there. Dropping him across that knee. Jordan Rain trying to decide on what he's going to do here. Decides to refocus himself for a moment. Oh, but Katsuyori taking advantage of the inopportune time for Jordan Rain and catching him in the back there, sending him to that barricade. And now up top in the corner. Oh, my Lord. Elbow drop to the back of the spine. Trying to separate the disc the wrong way. Katsuyori now, I guess Katsuyori maybe not realized that this was a no holds bar match and didn't realize that you cannot win via countout. You have to win via pinfall or submission. Oh, and a step up enziguri by Jordan Rain after sending him over that way. Close to the Spanish announce team. Oh, went for that basement drop kick, but Katsuyori able to roll out the way for a moment. And make sure it doesn't happen. Oh, Jordan moving out of that knee strike. Tried to grab him before he got back in the ring. Jordan now on the apron coming back in. Katsuyori showing off there. Jordan going to say, okay, show off because I'm going to use this instead. Head scissors, Hurricane Rana. As Katsuyori was just feeling it. And then he felt that move. Single leg drop kick, beautifully planted. Trying to go for a quick pin, thinking that Jordan wasted his energy. Did not, though. Almost came close, though, with that 2 count. The question on everyone's mind right now is, will Katsuyori Blade retain his title? Oh! Soul Slicer! Out of nowhere! 1, 2, no! 2.8. Got that shoulder up straight. That Soul Slicer, normally known for taking out his opponents. And Jordan now, wait a minute. Soul Breaker! Catches him flush with it. Will this win him the title? 1, 2, no. As the champ holds on, but definitely feeling the pain as a moonsault lands in after it. Jordan Rain giving the champ no time to relax. Oh! As he catches him with the shovel. Remembering all the pain that he was caused to him earlier by it. Striking the leg now mostly, trying to take out that Soul Slicer. And now Jordan Rain, House of Fire. Throwing all the shots into the wind. Was it enough though? 1, 2, no. Jordan Rain possibly thinking to himself, what do I gotta do to keep this guy down? Though he did keep him down in our Zoom match. It's a lot different here as he does that 450 clothesline. Oh, step up kick to the side of the head. Step up roundhouse into a pin. Is it enough to knock him out? No. The champ fighting on. And still showing he's got a lot left in the tank. Uh-oh. Skull Breaker into the pin. 1, 2, no. Jordan Rain trying to pull out all the stops. Uh-oh, got caught though. As Calciori reverses into a knee drop down power bomb. Make sure Jordan didn't move out the way, and here we go. I think we're about to see it yet again. No, Jordan blocked the kick. Knew it was coming. And now getting another tool of destruction as he gets a table. And now Jordan trying to go over to grab there. Not gonna, oh! That twisting sit-out powerbomb. Landing flush. That's the third time or fourth time now he's hit that tonight. Definitely worked out in his favor so far as he just tossed the table at him. Trying to bury him under the table. Does not work though as Katsuyori picks him up. Oh, and he drops him down. It's some kind of maneuver that we haven't seen before. Two. No. Jordan able to get out of it, luckily. Now Katsuyori's got the table and smacks it across Jordan Reigns' face. Setting up the table against those ropes there. Will we see? Uh-oh. Jordan gets set up across his rope. Instead, we see a soul slicer connect. Shit. Soul slicer connecting. 1, 2, 3. Setting up that table for the festivities this evening, I guess. As hard as Jordan Reigns definitely tried to fight and win out in the end, our Fast and Free champion, Katsuyori Blade, showed exactly why he is the reigning and defending champion of that title. This beautiful sent to hell driver. Looks like he might have landed on the bat there. I'm not sure. But here Jordan with the soul breaker. Thought he had it there. The champ's tenacity proved otherwise. Huge shout out to Jordan Reigns for putting on a hell of a fight. But tonight was not his night just yet, as he takes another chunk out of the armor. That is the Fast and Free champion, Katsuyori Blade. And right there, that soul slicer, landing fleshly and connecting harsh. As the champ retains his title here at All Hallows Eve. Ladies and gentlemen, our next match, an Extreme Rules match, as we finally see Harley Hot Throb take on Haley Webb and settle their differences. After last month's STP Solving the Problem pay-per-view, where Holly Heartthrob made herself known during a match between Haley Webb and I believe Linda Suzuki, Haley has been on a retribution tour to make sure that Holly learns that there are ways to do stuff, both in the good and in the bad. And what Holly did was definitely in the bad to her opinion. But Holly has been fighting back, proving that she belongs as one way, and also proving that she was right in another. And ladies and gentlemen, we're giving them an Extreme Rules match to make sure that they finally settle their score. And there will be a definitive winner for this outcome. And for those of you who are new to LRW, Haley Webb, our original Goddess of the World champion winner, who won the title via the Battle Royale with Cheese elimination match. Why do we call it a Battle Royale with Cheese? Because we're just that fancy. But had lost her title to current title holder, the one and only Lola Fent, who will be in action later tonight, taking on the most dedicated and most defined number one contender for that belt, the one and only superstar Linda Suzuki. We'll be seeing them going on later this evening in our co-main event of the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, though, the votes are in. It is time to see this story play out to its end as we watch vintage Holly Heartthrob take on the Scarlet Spider, Haley Webb.
The following contest is an Extreme Rules match. Making her way to the ring from Pawtucket, Rhode Island, TNT, Holly Hart.
Holly Hart making her way to the ring. Vintage Holly Hart trying to bring an old school flair and class to the LRW roster, though showing a vicious streak on her way in. Welcome on, everyone. The first and former Goddess of the World champion holder, Haley Webb, the Scarlet Spider, looking to finally settle the score between her and Holly. Will the Spider be able to wrap up and trap the Lady of Vintage? Or will the old school of Holly Webb be able to be enough to squish the Spider this evening? And because these ladies have been starting off and using our wonderful tools of destruction, our weapons of implement doom, we have decided to give them an Extreme Rules match tonight. So that way there will be a clear-cut winner. And to finally settle the difference once and for all between these ladies. Vintage Holly Heartthrob, Scarlet Spider, Haley Webb. Ref, ring the bell. Let's get this show underway. And Haley coming out strong, trying to get a pump kick, but Holly with those forearms blocked her for the first one. It's both ladies. Now, Holly with a modified Dragon Sleeper. Haley fighting out of it, though. As stated, both ladies trying to jockey for position. But no one's got a horse in the race just yet in the lead. As Haley sent off the ropes, but stops herself early, and now Haley catching her with an twisting face, falling facer. There. Twisting flatliner. Ripcord knee. And now Haley going up top, going for that moonsault, and just lands it as Holly was trying to move out the way. I ended up catching her anyway. And now, setting up Holly to the ropes. Went a little bit too early there, it looks like. A little jumping the gun, as you will. As Holly takes advantage. And tries to set her up now to do something here. Beautiful sidewalk slam. Going for the pin already. One, but not only a one count. Holly confident she had put her away there, but as proven, she was not right in that situation. Wheelbarrow into the DDT by the Scarlet Spider. And now those grounded pound punches. That MMA style. Which is normally legal here. It's definitely a lot legal here with this Extreme Rules match. And she now just bounces her opponent up and down off the mat there. Looking to get springy with the thingy. Looking for a springboard forearm, but Holly seen it one too many times before and moved out the way in time to set up her own combination of shots there. It's now Holly Hartdorf going to the outside. Maybe some mind games played here by Holly. Trying to keep Haley off her guard, but there, caught her with a chin check with that jawbreaker. And now there's a pop-up knee. What she was probably looking for earlier. Now Haley looking to set the trap. And basement dropkick misses. As Holly rolls out the way of it. And a basement dropkick of her own to return the favor. As Holly Webb stays in control with that classic Fujiwara armbar, but Haley able to get out of it quickly. Into that head scissors. Twisting takedown. Now Haley finally landing the basement dropkick. Not the way she wanted to, but she finally got a hit. Now she stomps on the leg there. Looking to land it like she planned to last time. Basement drop, still yet again misses. Holly playing a little old possum there. To make sure Haley messes up. Uh-oh. Cartwheel elbow into the corner. Showing off her flair and panache for the Athletics. As Holly coming in now. Steel chair applied and caught her. Haley tried to pop up and kick it out of their hands and got up and got met with a clothesline for her troubles. How suiting that a chair be used as the first weapon in the match is what was used to first introduce us to Holly Hartdorf. As Haley Webb, I believe, is busted open. It's kind of tricky to tell with the spooky setting we have this evening. But yes, I see it now. Right above the right under that right eyebrow. A sharp cut there now. Uh-oh. What is this here? Rolling dirigible. That cross-leg submission. But Haley able to fight her way out of it. Now Haley, cross arm neckbreaker landing on her head on the edge of that chair. Stacking her up for the pin. No. And now Haley Webb with a kendo stick. Looking to return the favor earlier, getting shot with that chair and causing more damage all around. That bamboo snaps together and bites at the skin and flesh of Holly Hartdorf. Haley now working her in the corner. Uh-oh. Tornado reverse DDT. Jumped up and slipped it on in there. And now off the rope, sends her to the outside of the ring. Via shoulder tackle. As Haley's calling up Holly on the apron there. Uh-oh. Springboard moonsault, but almost missed it, but got caught instead with a drop kick. That basement drop kick there. Oh. Both ladies saying it didn't hurt either one of them. As Holly gets the other hand, looking for a powerbomb on the floor. Sit out style. And now driving the elbow in the back there. So far, it looks like Holly has had an answer for a lot of the classic moves Haley is known for. The question is that to Holly's advantage? Or will Haley's have something in the tank that we haven't seen? As she breaks the candlestick over the back of Haley Webb, going for the pin. One. On a one count only. Or will we see a secret trick hidden in the web of the Scarlet Spider to trap her opponent to win herself this match this evening? Holly sending Haley in the corner now. Picking her up for a scoop and a slam, looking to set up something here. Heading up top to the corner. What are we going to see here from Holly? Oh! Around on the Ferris wheel. 2. No. Went around that Ferris wheel drop. And Haley able to get out of it. The count of 2. And now Holly looking for a rear naked choke. She can't pin her. She's going to try to make her pass out. But Haley able to fight out of it. Haley now, looking for a pile driver. Plants her on that B-bob. Oh! Went for the double knees and missed, though, as Holly moved out the way. But now sent back on the apron as Haley now looking to do something. No, Holly fighting back with a forearm around. Trying to fight her way outside from the corner. Uh-oh. Russian leg sweep. Unless you're from Russia, then it's just a leg sweep. As Haley fights to get back up in the corner. Holly now looking yet again. Possibly setting up that Ferris wheel drop. She is. Will she land a second one? She does. Not completely flush, but she got her all the same. 2. And it's over. Vintage Holly Heartthrob taking a ride on the Ferris wheel to win herself a grand prize and winning the match between her and Haley Webb. As Holly Heartthrob has definitely made sure she's earned her place here at LRW. Haley Webb, though, putting up a hard fight. That crossed web driver right there. But not enough to put her away. Possibly what could have been the cause of her downfall, those multiple attempts to call off moves, but unfortunately it didn't work out in her favor as Holly had been watching her VHS tapes to make sure she knew what was coming for her from what Haley Webb had planned. Congratulations to those who have voted here live in our studio audience for Holly Heartthrob. The winner is you this evening.
Here is your winner, TNT Holly Hart.
Holly Hart picking up a huge win for her. Way to stay into the company and prove that she belongs in the roster and in this division. Here tonight at All Hallows Eve. Ladies and gentlemen, our next match is our 10-person Graveyard Turmoil Throwdown match. As 10 competitors will enter the ring, 2 competitors will enter the ring first, and after a bit of time, more competitors will come in. This is an elimination style match. The last person standing will be crowned the winner of the graveyard, will be the king or queen of the graveyard this evening.
The following is Zane's Gauntlet Eliminator Match. The rules of the match are as follows. 2 superstars will start in the ring. At regular intervals, a new superstar enters the match. Eliminations can occur by pinfall or submission. The match continues until 1 superstar remains, and that superstar will be declared the winner.
Shouts out to our ring announcer for announcing the rules of the match, letting you know how everything's going to go down. The entrant in June, number 1. We saw his debut this past Friday, this past Wednesday, and possibly last Friday.
Delaware, weighing in at 220 pounds, Castro Drake.
The young dragon, Castro Drake. And he was this past Friday Castro Drake made his LRW debut against the one and only the Dark Horse, Jordan Knight, in a hellacious match, which definitely set the record straight of why it shows, why we bring in all these young talents who are hungry for competition and making a name for themselves, as they put on what I would call the barn burner of the month of a match this past Friday, which if you had not seen, you can go back and watch over on YouTube at Knuckle Moose RHSC, where you can catch not only that match, but also all the other stuff from our press from this past season and the last season to catch up on the knowledge and lore of LRW. As Castro Drake made the entrance in number 1, who will be number 2? Oh, Lordy. We saw vintage earlier. Now it's time to go back back to the old days.
And representing the originals from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, weighing in at 263 pounds, Ralph.
One half of that 90s team, Ralph Retro, making his way into the ring, drawing number 2. Will we be going back in time for the winner? Or will the newest generation take over the airwaves and show that the future is now? And mind you, this is only 2 of our 10 competitors we'll be seeing tonight. Castro Drake, Ralph Retro, starting off the match here. Here we go. And coming out with them old school slaps. And now setting up for a sit-out powerbomb. Now the way to win this is by eliminating all your other opponents. Oh! Trapping the arms and throwing the forearms to the back of the skull. You can only win via pinfall or submission. There are no DQs and no countouts. What makes this match just even more struggling is the amount of competitors that are in it. As making her way out next, as Drake showing off that beautiful hip toss into a knee. The surgical striker, Bofa Rahina, making her way into the match. Looking to show these fellas what she's all about, but as she gets caught with that exploder into the corner. And now Ralph Retro with a deadlift back body suplex. But as I say that, in coming out now, as Castro Drake may be looking to see who it is. Uh-oh. I think I know who it is. Oh! As Castro Drake's out there, we can hear it behind the camera. As yes, Castro Drake attesting Austin Thurgood, the next competitor. Castro not happy, I guess, with Austin Thurgood being in this match and decided to take his frustrations out early by going to meet him on the ramp. Now he sends him down to the ring here. As we're halfway through, the competitors coming out. And it's the Cowboy, Jordan Butcher. Jordan Butcher making his way in the ring. Who, as far as we know, is still not completely 100%. Oh! Pop-up cutter out of the corner there. And that one-arm DD, or that one-arm power bomb. Austin Thurgood by the Cowboy. 2 count, 1 count only. Kicks out of it. Jordan Butcher was in a three-way match with Jawan Tyler and D Killer and received a bit of minor injury, but still able to compete right now. And speaking of being able to come in and compete, a man who has got himself an issue with one Naj Young, the man who calls himself the King of the Indies, our one and only OTD, making their way into the ring as number 6. Is it time to see the one true destined make a big win in the LRW? Or is Destiny not called to melt out yet? As coming up next. Oh, beautiful belly to belly off the ropes there by OTD. Into a pin. Looking to eliminate Ralph. A new member to the roster. It's Aaliyah. Making her debut from the Midwest Productions. Oh! Castro Drake with that beautiful Darnable arm DDT suplex, which he calls the Dragon's Breath. Does not put Ralph Retro away though. And as chaos ensues in the middle of this ring, another new contender coming in here. As Valeska makes her LRW debut, the Lady Destroyer. The big girl with the big muscles and the powerful arms. Showing why she's dangerous. And she's here to make sure she stands on business. As OTD's finding out that Valeska is not someone to trifle with. And Aaliyah able to get a couple shots in there, but done not work in her favor. As, sledgehammer in hand, both of Rahina attacking two of the fellas outside. And then got caught with a bulldog on the said sledgehammer for her troubles. Pinfall attempt coming, and Ralph Retro has been eliminated. I believe there are two more competitors to make their way to the ring. Uh-oh. And sitting down on him. And that sit-out squat. Now trying to take his head off there. Oh, and much match chaos happening. Oh, Castro with a candlestick to shot to Ahia. Only a 1 count. Uh-oh. Half and half attempt blocked. And a flatliner by OTD. 1, 2. No, only a 2 count. What is Aaliyah? Oh, an electric chair facebuster. Caught her with a stunner. And there it is. Hardcore highway. Middle of the ring. Only a 2 count. And now our next competitor making her way to the ring. As Rahina's got in that rear naked choke. Will her MMA background come into play here to take out Gordon Butcher? But no, he gets out of it. As, well, looky here. The man Castro Jake fought in that crazy match this past Friday. Jordan Knight being brought into the match, and those two are now going to finish off where they left off there from this past Friday. Oh! Valeska eliminating the Cowboy. As we are down to our last 7 competitors technically. Though there's still 1 competitor to come out here in this match. As Buffalo Rahina, oh! Cage cutter. Plants Baleska on the mat there, and Aaron Thurgood getting caught up. And that Kata Hajime, that rear naked choke. But he does not tap, though, as far as I could tell. Unless he did. He might have tapped, or he might have been knocked out. Oh, I see him moving. He's up and moving, but there's Wolfa pulling down OTD. Now there's a pin attempt on Jordan Knight, but no. And now a pin attempt on Castro. And Castro breaks out of there. As we are down to 6 competitors in the ring. Like I said, I believe there's 1 more competitor coming out. There she is. Oh, stunner in the middle of the ring. And making her way into the ring. If I'm not mistaken, it is Isabella. Oh! But she got single leg takedown speared by Buffalo Rahina. But there goes Isabella now tossing him in the ring. Uh-oh. OTD looked like he was trying to do some of that sledgehammer. Isabella caught him off guard there and stopped him before he could cause any more pain. Curb stomping. Oh, wow. A big curb stomp by Aaliyah onto Buffalo Rahina. And then Isabella coming off the ropes and catching her with that launching drop kick. Uh-oh. Jordan Knight with an alley-oop into the corner on Aaron Thurgood. All of our competitors are now technically are now in the ring. As we're down to our final 7 here. Who will be the last person standing in this graveyard throwdown turmoil? Oh, double team suplex on Aaron Thurgood. And now Baleska going to work on Isabella there. And Buffalo Rahina going at the Baleska. Uh-oh. Looking for that cage cutter. Yes. Connects. Will it be enough to put her out of the match? No. Only a 2 count. Isabella with a razor's edge. Going for the pin on Aaron Thurgood. 1, 2. No. And surgical strike. That knee strike. But only a 1 count as Aaliyah able to fight out of it quickly. Oh, my Lord. Isabella with a sunset flip powerbomb on the apron. And Buffalo Rahina hitting that launching forearm onto Aaliyah. So we try to figure out who's going to stay in. And who's going to be the next eliminated. And Baleska showing off the strength there with that military press spine buster. Oh! OTD tapping out to that rear naked choke. Wonder Woman punch. Connecting. But Rahina not going for the pin just yet. Ooh, spring off and catched her. Twisting kick to the back of the head off that springboard. And sidewalk slam there. Ripcord clothesline by Jordan Knight. And to the pin. And there goes Aaliyah. Oh, big, beautiful power bomb by Baleska on her both for Rahina there. It's Jordan Knight going to work on Isabella on the outside. We're down to the final 5 competitors. And Isabella sent into the poster. And sent once more in there, trying to meet her twice. Valeska now going for the pin on Rahina. Only a 1 count still. As Jordan Knight using that bat to his advantage in more ways than one. Trying to throw the bat at someone and misjudged it, catching the corner post there. Now Isabel going in after Rahina, who just got chin checked with that jawbreaker. Did not notice there was a chair in the ring. Oh! As Aaron Thurgood throws the chair to the side of her head. Now Aaron putting Isabel in the corner, setting her up in the tree of Joey Lawrence. The tree of, whoa! And now Snake Eyes in the other corner. Valeska trying to throw that bat, did not connect though. 1, 2, oh, only a 1 count. Thought it was a 2. Who will be the last person standing in this match? Only time will tell. As everyone is swinging for the fences, trying to find their own way to keep themselves in this match. Oh, Bulldog for her troubles. And now Isabella with a powerful kick to the head on a Thurgood. Going for a stomp, but because of the mess up between the two, Valeska able to counter with a cutter. Oh! Common Goya, Urankai, that spinning back fist. And now, oh! Uranagi slam. And a cutter, or a stunner. 1 pinfall already attempted, another one being attempted there. Ref getting distracted by Valeska, who was right in front of her causing damage. To Jordan Knight with a 2 and a 3. Final 4. Valeska, Bova Rahina, Isabella, and Aaron Thurgood. Uh-oh, Valeska with that, oh, beautiful twisting suplex. 2. Oh, only a 2 count though. As Aaron Thurgood now looking for a sidewalk slam into a pin. Making sure she planted, but no, only a 2 count there. Isabel fighting back against the big girl, against the large lady. The lady destroyer. And now Thurgood throwing that bat and throwing some shots, extra shots there and well. So he looks to try to keep Valeska down. And try to turn the match to his own pace. But Valeska said no thanks. Big kick to the gut. Picks him up. Carrying him like a toddler. Oh! Slams him into that corner turnbuckle and throws him away like the trash. And a big sit out. And now, oh, raking the back of Rahina. As Valeska tried to send her up, she got caught up on Thurgood there. May have worked out in her favor. Oh, never mind. Thurgood attacking both ladies, but there's Isabella. Oh, my Lord. With that lung blower. 1, 2. No, only a 2 count. Oh, whoa. Around the world. Meyer Wolfa, Rahina. And now into that rear naked choke. Well, Isabella tap. She gets out of it. Aaron Thurgood using the distraction of Valeska goes for the pin on Isabella and gets the pinfall. We're down to the final 3 of the match. Aaron Thurgood trying to win by any means necessary. Back fist connects. That Urankai. 1, 2, no. Wolfa Rahina, a former MMA fighter turned wrestler. Oh! As Valeska gets hit with that stunner. 1, 2, no. Able to handle the damage from earlier, that back fist there. Now putting work on to Alan Thurgood, but not realizing she took out the ref in her attempt to put him down. She now works to stomp on the fingies And the extra digits. Oh, and a bat across the belly. And it throws at him. There's Valeska now looking for something big here. Picks her up for a drop down power bomb. Valeska now looking to cause mayhem to Thurgood. Oh! That tower drop. And going for the pin on Aaron Thurgood, realizing the outcome there. Will be enough time for her to get the pin, though. She does. Uh-oh. Cage cutter landing on the bat. Rahina, 1, 2, and 3. You're the winner of the Graveyard Throwdown Turmoil.
Here is your winner, the Surgeon,
Both for Rahina making a big win tonight here at All Hallows Eve. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back after a word from our commercial sponsor. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back from the commercial break. As we get here and ready to watch a rivalry since the beginning of the company, since the beginning of this season as well. ISO Pigeon getting another chance to win or get another shot at another title shot opportunity. But to him, it's not about the title. It's about just beating the current Done Did Good champion, J. Cobb. As throughout the month, they have been meticulously trying to find a weakness in the other, whether it was via singles contest, mental mind games, emotional frustration, however what you will. Now they get the chance to settle it in the ring, and this time, instead of both men going for the title, it is now Jacob defending the title. Will the champ be able to retain his title opportunity, his title match, or his title here tonight after this match? Or will we see a new champion crowned in the one and only ISO Pigeon? As we get the predictions underway here, get ready to set up here. Those watching live in our studio audience, get your predictions in now. As J. Cobb has been doing well to stand up to the turmoil and the ferocity of most of his competitors this last few months, preparing himself to face against his longtime rival, ISO Pigeon. But we saw a weakness in that armor when he lost against Ajir Akarifi, the big man from Afghan, in a singles contest. But however, it was Akarifi trying to make his claim to be next in line for the title. Though Jacob, our champion, lost, ISO Pigeon came out on top in his one-on-one match against Akarifi with dominant fashion. Will the same happen again tonight between Iso Pitcher and Jay Cobb? Or will Jay Cobb prove that it was a one-time fluke and go to face and go to see who's challenging him next, whether it be Akarifi or possibly somebody else? Maybe our current Battle Royale with Cheese money match winner, Tukra Mahit, maybe finally deciding to cash in that title match opportunity. Only time will tell. Ladies and gentlemen, get your votes in on who you think's going to finally win this, as they are going to have a no-holds-barred contest to make sure that there is a definitive winner tonight. No countouts, no disqualifications, just two men who are eager to beat the hell out of each other, finally getting the opportunity to do so. And now that the votes are in, it is now time to see who will walk away with that beautiful brown belt this evening.
The following contest is a no-holds-barred match and is for the Continental Hybrid Wrestling Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't let the lighting fool you. That tall man, that big ear corn, our current Done Did Good champion, Jay Cobb, making his way into the ring, trying to finally settle the score and put all the words into actions against longtime rival, the one and only ISO Pigeon. Will the champ shuck his way into a title defense? Or will this bird peck his way down, turning himself that butt leather around his waist? As the vibrant as ever, the accordion playing, yo-yo mastering, bird of the word, ISO Pigeon, gets into the ring. And it's for that title, the Done Did Good.
Introducing the challenger. From Texas, weighing in at 217 pounds, the ringer, Isaiah Picone. And his opponent, from New York, weighing in at 267 pounds, the Continental Hybrid Wrestling Champion, big time, Jacob Cobb.
Will the champ retain his title like we saw Katsuyori Blade earlier tonight? Or will we see our first title change of the evening? Only time will tell between these two long-heated rivals. The Big Ear Corn The flying pigeon already up with a drop kick, but it does not put the big unicorn down just yet, as he tosses him over to one side to the other. These two men always arguing and bickering, whether it's in the ring or in our live studio audience from time and occasion, when they have no matches. With no rules applied other than they gotta win the match. Who's gonna come out on top this evening? As ISO Pigeon, using that quickness of his quickness and in a hurry, trying to keep the champ discombobulated, and finally letting loose all that pent-up frustration he's had throughout the month. Hitting with these beautiful twisting neck breakers. As the champ's back to his feet now. They're looking to throw some weight around. Beating up on the bird. As our champ now going to look to put the punishment to the thigh there. Trying to keep ISO Pigeon grounded as much as possible. And now looking for a pin already. Using the rope, which is technically legal. It's all legal right now. So using the rope to his advantage. And that one gets a 1 count. So he puts all that weight behind him on that. And now taunting Pigeon to get up. He ain't done with him yet. And proving so with that big boot to the face. So he looks to systematically take apart ISO Pigeon. And now possibly looking for our first weapon of intimate destruction, which is a kendo stick, but here comes Pigeon. Oh, and he got caught. No, he blocked it. There's Pigeon out here with a combination of strikes, ending with a knee strike there. Pigeon going up top, but deciding not to fly this time, knowing that the risk is not worth the reward at the moment. Decides to throw him against the ropes with a beautiful slingshot scoop slam, using the momentum to his favor. And now looking to do this modified arm lock. Oh, and an STO for his troubles. Jacob showing that his arms are not as hurt as Pigeon thinks so far. And now the nerve of this big Eric Horn pinching at the collarbone. Both men continue to jockey for position. Stun gun hit. And trying to figure out whose horse is going to lead them to the victory of this race. And now the crowd chanting they wanted tables, and the champ applying by smacking and tossing the table at ISO Pigeon. Oh, but Pigeon, Hurricane Run on the bottom of that table where all that metal's applied. And now looking to do something here. No, knee strike across the temple. Jacob throwing him off him now. Jacob tossing ISO Pigeon, trying to get him back in the ring, but Pigeon stops himself. As Jacob heads back in, saying, we got to finish it here, buddy. Here now. Oh! Pigeon with a big punch and out, driving an elbow to the chest. Looking for the pin. 1, 2, no. 2 count only. Uh-oh. This is how he won last night, the last time he was in a match. That big old choke slam. 1, 2, no. 2 count only. Though he picked him up and put him down, it was not enough to put him away. And out using that kendo stick Jacob was trying to use earlier, causing some pain and trying to chop the big ear of corn stalk down. And there's Jacob with a huge clothesline. Is it enough to put away the bird? No. As Pigeon kicks out at the count of 2. Uh-oh. Jacob. Oh, wait. Pigeon reversing. Jacob was looking to shuck some corn. And now he's about to see a yo-yo driver. Onto the mat there. Is it enough? 1, 2. It's 3. As finally getting the upper hand on a longtime rival, we got ourselves a new champion. After months of battling, months of talking, and months of proving himself, finally picking himself up a well-deserved victory. The one and only ISO Pigeon has done something many thought would have been impossible and has won himself the Done Did Good Championship against the Big Unicorn. Right there with that yo-yo driver, and planted him for 3.
Here is your winner, and new Continental Hybrid Wrestling Champion, the Ringer, Isaiah Piccone.
The corn is out of season because the bird is the word. Congratulations to ISO Pigeon on a huge victory tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you longtime watchers, the night's finally the night. For those of you who are first-time watchers, tonight you are about to see the conclusion of an outcome of hatred and disrespect between two men that we have 5-bar seen in all of LRW history. Owen Rudden, how it started was this. Owen Rudden had a starting match in our first pay-per-view of the season 2, our pay-per-view known as Demonetized, where Glorious Owen Rudden took on Alan Bradley in a one-on-one contest. And Furious Freeman, his opponent, was in the next match after him. But for some reason, Freeman decided to come out during Owen's match against Bradley, and spear the ever-loving hell out of him. Though Owen Rudden was able to turn things around and win the match, he went straight to Freeman after Freeman's match and asked him what the hell was going on, to which led to a brawl of sorts that they had to be separated. So we put them in a match against each other. And that one match turned into 2, turned into a tag team match, turned into a bunch of different other matches. These guys, no matter what day it is, what time zone it is, and what place it is, these two have been just trying to kill each other to the utmost degree. So, ladies and gentlemen, here tonight at All Hallows Eve, we're going to make sure they settle it. And to make sure that there's a definitive winner, they have to earn it by being in our first ever Iron Man match here this evening. Those of you watching live in studio audience, get your votes in now on who you think's going to win it. Will the glorious Odin Rudden rise above the occasion and finally prove that what Furious Freeman's been doing to him has been all for naught? Or will Furious Freeman finally get the respect he says he's deserved from such a pompous ass that he calls Glorious Odin Rudden? And for those of you who may not know what an Iron Man match is, these gentlemen will have 60 minutes to settle their differences. And the person with the most pinfalls, submissions, or wins via disqualifications at the end of the time period will be cleared the winner of the match. You can get a point via pinfall. You can get a point via submission. If you get disqualified, your opponent gets the point. If you get counted out, your opponent gets a point. There will be a clear winner by whoever gets the most amount within the time frame. And this gives these gentlemen plenty of time to get all that anger and all that hatred out here tonight. In one long continuous match to finally settle whatever fucking beef these two men have against each other. These two men have been just biting at the bit to destroy the other. And tonight we're giving them that opportunity here. As the votes are in, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for an Iron Man match. Our first one, and possibly our most hated one.
The following contest is an Iron Man match. Making his way to the ring from New York, weighing in at 228 pounds, Furious Freeman.
Furious Freeman making his entrance into the ring. The man who started all this. Will he finally get the recognition and respect that he has been fighting and honestly destroying for from this man right here? Glorious Owen running, making his way to the ring. Will Owen running finally remove the curse of hatred that has been bestowed upon him by Furious Freeman, and finally get this level disrespect and hatred removed from each other here this evening. They're going to have plenty of time to beat the living hell out of each other. It all comes down to who's going to get the most points at the end of the match to finally settle the score once and for all. Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you've had a wonderful time tonight at All Hallows Eve and have been enjoying what you've been seeing so far, as we have a few more matches to go tonight. But then we'll be back at a special premiere on Tuesday for Monday Night Munchies, a special Tuesday edition. And now 15 minutes, I apologize, they got 15 minutes on the clock to settle their differences here this evening. I thought it was longer, but I guess it's only 15. As Owen running, looking with that drop toe hold into that heel lock, trying to get a quick point already under his belt, but a collar and elbow tie up in the middle of the ring as Owen running throws Freeman away, but Freeman catching a punch and catching him with a punch of his own. Now locking back up yet again. Freeman out looking to do something here, but Rudden fighting him off as best he can. Trying to reach for the ropes there, but does not. As Freeman is holding him on, holding on tightly. Looking for a schoolboy pin, but only a 1 count. As Freeman out pummeling away at Owen Rudden. Calling him up now. We're going to see a springy thingy. Going up. Oh! Slingshot drop kick, single leg drop kick. Applied. Happy Halloween, Elephant. As now Owen running on the outside, palming away at his opponent. Referee's discretion on when that count starts. As Freeman sends him in. Uh-oh, getting tripped up there and caught. As, oh, went for a tricycle kick. An LRW classic, tried and true. But Freeman moved out the way. Is now Owen running. Trying to get the upper hand here to get himself a point early on in this Iron Man match. Oh, but Freeman able to block that kick. Now looking to send him up in the corner. Kicking at the rib cage. But Rudden able to fight out of it. And a big clothesline from Owen Rudden. Now Owen looks to set up something here. Oh, big Mongolian chap. Oh, no. Yep, I knew this was going to come to it. These two men coming to blows. Middle of the ring. Wasting no time to try to beat the hell out of each other. As Freeman is just landing shots, but oh, a big slap. And return to favor. Uh-oh. Rudden pushed against the ropes there a little bit, but fighting back now. Trying to fight away from the ropes, but still keep up the momentum. Uh-oh. And it's a Donnybrook. We knew it was going to break down to it eventually between these two. Somebody wants blood out of the other. And Rudden looking for that glorious bomb. Lands it. 1, 2, no. 2 count only. Oh, went for the kick, got caught, and flipped him on his head. Oh! And drove the knee through his skull. Trying to rattle more than them bones. As Freeman with those furious forearms he has been known to use here at LRW. Now Rudden putting it up in the corner, up in the top of the turnbuckle. What is Owen Rudden planning to do here? Oh no. From up top, superplex as both men go down. They got 11 minutes left in this match. He will get the first pinfall, or the first point of victory. To start off the pinning ways into a pin too. After that elbow, but no. Both men feeling the exhaustion from that superplex off the top there. Uh-oh, Rudden. Glorious elbow connects. And Freeman goes outside to make sure Rudden doesn't get a point off of a pin there. And now bashing him against that LED board on the edge of the apron. And now that modified bulldog choke on the floor there. Owen could get a point via count out here. Oh my Lord. Furious devastation on the floor. Busting up and Owen Rudden. But Freeman wants to get a pin, it looks like. So it goes up top. He's legally back in the ring now. Freeman calling up Rudden. And went for that missile single leg drop kick and got caught with a tricycle. But Freeman ate it. Fighting Spiritu. Freeman ate that boot and said, keep it coming. As that cut to the side of Rowan's head. Oh! Bleeding out profusely as he glanced at swing leg DDT. Into the pin. No. Only a 2 count. Are we about to see another Owen driver? Yep. Another glorious Rudden. Oh no. Instead, full fishing. Fisherman's Buster suplex into the pin. And he got the first victory. Owen Rudden up 1 point now technically. Oh! Furious spear. Into the pin. Only a 2 count though. Freeman now has to get a point to tie it up. To at least tie it up. Got to get 2 to get himself ahead of the match. As he beats on those drums of his chest there. Dropping Owen, running to the outside. Owen still bleeding profusely from that cut from earlier. Will it finally work out for Freeman, who hits that high angle moonsault? On the running. Oh, big punches and chops galore. Freeman with a snap suplex. Puts him on the mat there. Now Freeman out, throwing him to the ropes. What we're going to see here. Oh, a little too distracted. Trying to think of what he's going to do to his opponent. Uh-oh. And running. Beautiful reverse sling blade. Into another pin. Will this be 2 points for Rudden? No. Rowan still in the lead with 1 point right now. Trying to make sure he cements his lead with another point there, but Freeman fighting to get his first point to tie it up right now. As Owen Rudden takes off the turnbuckle pad. Calls up Freeman, maybe trying to distract him with this move from off top there. Oh, missile dropkick, never mind. As the ref heads to the outside for some reason. Double axe handle off of Hart's rope. And now the ref realizing the turnbuckle's off. Giving Owen the chance to do this. Oh, double axe handle misses. That's Freeman. Oh, no, never mind. Reverse, throwing it over ropes there. And Freeman fights back. Back into the ring, misses that grab. But got caught with this instead. As Rudden looking to powerbomb him in the middle of the ring, stacking him up high, looking for another point. 1, 2, no. 1-0. Owen Rudden still. As Owen choking Freeman in the corner. Now deadlift gut wrench powerbomb. Oh, Freeman catching the kick. Rudden catching the punch. And another reversal. And another knee strike to the side of the head. What is Freeman planning here? He sends Owen off the rope. Freeman, furious forearm. Leaping furious forearm misses. And there's a elbow shot to the side of the chin. Right on that cut. On the side of his head there. As Freeman from behind. Furious devastation yet again, this time landing in the ring. 1, 2. Oh! 2 count only. Not enough to get the 3 and tie it up here. Oh! Owen saw it coming though. Went for that drop kick, reversed it. And now Freeman. Both men jockeying for position to get the next point. And Rudden finally getting the upper hand there, almost for a second. 1, 2, 3. As Owen Rudden is up 2-0. Will Freeman be able to capitalize on a big mistake here and get himself 2 points quickly? As Owen Rudden gets that heel hook applied, but he's too close to the ropes as Freeman grabs the ropes to get out of it. And now throwing those shots into the cut and the eye of Owen Rudden. As Freeman, European elbow to the back of the skull, uppercut to the back of the skull. Into a pin, is it enough? 1, 2, it is. As Owen Rudden gets his first point. We're down 2-1. Rudden now. Oh, trying to get a desperation 3 pin care. But on 2.8, Freeman able to slightly pull that shoulder up enough. As now Owen Rudden goes for that DDT. Swing leg into the pin. 1, 2, no! Still only 1 point ahead. Will Glorious Owen Rudden pull it off with this here? Going for a fisherman driver. Fisherman suplex into a pin. No! Even the fishing, the going fishing did not connect to get him the point. We got about 3 minutes left. There's a big splash out of off the turnbuckle. Rudden trying to cement the victory here. Is it enough to keep the victory cemented? But this submission applied under the fingers and arms. As Owen does not tap, 3 minutes left in the match. Will Owen be able to finally get another point to tie it up? Or will Freeman finally land another point? Ooh, slinging into that drop kick. Owen needs to get a point now to tie it up. Stopping whatever Freeman was planning and now just pummels away at him. Freeman setting Owen off the ropes. Furious spear into the pin. 1, 2. Ah, 2 count only. Freeman now. Furious punch. Free flying punch. Misses as he gets caught with that swing leg. Is it enough to give Owen Rudden another point? It is. It is 3-1 Owen Rudden. 2 minutes left into the match. As Owen goes for another pin attempt to that reverse sling blade. And gets it. I think it's safe to say, ladies and gentlemen, that Owen Rudden may have himself the victory here tonight. Freeman has to get a ton of points in the next minute and a half. To catch up and overcome the point deficit between him and Owen Rudden. But I think Freeman's now more focused on beating the hell out of Owen Rudden. As we got a minute left in the match. As Owen now throws Freeman to the mat with via his leg. And float over DDT. Plants and connects. As Owen Rudden just taking the last 30 seconds of the match to let loose all that frustration that Freeman has been causing him and all the pain with the attacks and all the carnage from all the shit talking from the backstage and out in front of and on the ring and out in the ring. Owen is trying to make sure Freeman's learned his lesson fully and completely. As we got 3 seconds left. And the match is over. Ladies and gentlemen, by a huge deficit win. After being bloodied, battered, and bruised. Glorious Owen Rudden picks up a definitive and masterful win over Furious Freeman, finally settling the score once and for all between these two. I don't think this will be the last of these two, honestly, but for now, for this month, and for tonight, Owen Rudden has proved one thing and one thing only. That if you're going to come gunning for them, you best be ready for an onslaught of punishment as Furious Freeman received tonight. Congratulations to Glorious Odin Rudden for a very decisive win in our first ever Iron Man match here at LRW. And ladies and gentlemen, there is more carnage to come in our next match. As things are about to get dark and dreary and scary and spooky. Coming up next. Ladies and gentlemen, normally when we have this match, we call it the tried and true. It's our zoo match. But for All Hallows Eve, tonight, it is Monster Mayhem. As we will see 6 horrific characters enter in to this construct metal of destruction to find out who will be the master of monsters this evening. Our first monster to enter in this hellish structure. We saw him make his debut, or make his presence known, not debut, I should say, this past Friday in a triple threat match against the Wanderer Christian Dawkins. And I cannot remember the other individual at the moment, as so much action has happened tonight and so much more to go on. Ladies and gentlemen, the creature that demands to be known as the original spirit of the season of the pumpkin patch, the one and only Pumpkin Jack, making his way to the steel structure and into one of the holding cells. One of these glass coffins, if you will. As this creature and 3 others will be placed in these glass sarcophagi to be released at random intervals to enter in the match. However, 2 of these monsters will start out the match in the middle of this ring. And the last monster to be eliminated, to be left standing after all this carnage, will be declared the Master of Monsters tonight at All Hallows Eve. Pumpkin Jack has stated that he's looking to return the spirit of the horror season back to its original owner, which it believes it's itself. Will it be able to prove that tonight, here this evening? As the Queen of Bike Club,
From Transylvania, Romania, Victoria Lovecraft.
Victoria Lovecraft, the Queen of Bike Club, making her way into the structure. She says only the Queen deserves to rule over a mountain of monsters. And she is here tonight to try to prove that. As she enters the next glass sarcophagus to be called out at a random interval.
From Baton Rouge, Louisiana, the Maniac, Magic, Marvelous Masters.
They say you need a little magic to get what you're after. And Marvelous Magic Masters believes she has what is needed to conjure up a win here this evening. Heading now into one of the other glass sarcophagi. And the last person to enter into one of the glass sarcophaguses. Oh, Lord. Ladies and gentlemen, it's alive! It's alive! Created from all things evil by our crazy scientists in the LRW labs. It lives, it breathes, and it looks to destroy. The monster has made it to the aforementioned Monster Mayhem match. Will the monster prove that it is the original creation and the only master strong enough, big enough, and manic enough to win this match? As all four monsters are in their sarcophagi, who will be the first two starting this match? As we see,
From San Francisco, California, Yuri King.
after earning the respect of the Queen of Bike Club, Victoria Lovecraft, the Crazy Cutie, been here since day one of LRW Season 2, Yuri King Kang. Does she have enough screws loose to stay in this pack of monsters and use this steel structure to her own advantage to become the next master of monsters this evening? Ladies and gentlemen, still to come, mind you, we have our Goddess of the World title match of Lola Fent versus Linda Suzuki. And our main event of the evening, our LRW champion Graveyard Doc, and a last person standing match against Susan Smashing. Still to come. tearing through the LRW roster this whole month, making his presence known early. D-Killer, the last entrant into the Master of Monsters match, finally allowed to go and cut loose from all the rules that have been holding him back. Will the Scottish Psycho finally be able to let loose all that pent-up frustration and lay place to all these monsters and claim them as victims to earn himself the win tonight? Yuri King Kang and D-Killer starting out the match this evening. And at random times and random intervals, one of the other four in the glass sarcophagi will escape and be put into the match. The last monster standing is the winner. As Yuri King starting off with a combo into that DDT. Drop kick to the back of D. Now, it would be wise for Yuri to try to get the pinfall as quick as possible. Or possibly waste enough time and energy of D-Killer. No, not doing it that way with that scoop and a slam onto the padded mat on the cage out there. Well, Yuri tried to waste time so someone else will come in and distract D so she can get enough time to take a breather to make it to the end. Or will she try to earn the match early? Because I fear D-Killer is going to want to take his sweet time doing every kind of horrific thing possible to everybody in this match. As Yuri fires back with an insecurity, the first monster to come out is LRW's own created monsters. The monster is loose yet again. And Yuri realizing that it is not wise to try to attack an abnormal creature as it reverse choke slams into all the ropes. Oh my God. The steel cables across the throat. Yuri's able to get back up though, but she is definitely having a hard time breathing after that. The monster now going after D. Uh-oh. Yuri dropped him to a knee, but it did not put him down for long. As he tries to crush her head like a grape. As someone else coming out of the glass sarcophagus now. It's Pumpkin Jack. Well, the creature that is claimed to be the true spirit of the season and the true spirit of the evening, able to prove it tonight as he gets caught up in a $1 million nightmare, but gets out of it quickly as Yuri tries to fight off the big monster, thinking beauty will beat the beast, but this beast doesn't care as it tosses her away like a crumpled up tissue. The monster now climbing up to the top as someone else is entering and crashing down on top of Yuri. Which two ladies will be coming out next? It's time to get marvelous as Magic Masters comes into the match now. The monster got a pin on Yuri, but Yuri able to kick out of it somehow. As Pumpkin Jack throws D-Killer into that turnbuckle post. And then Pumpkin Stump headbutt. Oh my Lord. Stretching out the whole leg in that high angled position, but Yuri's able to fight out of it. And Yuri now falling tense into the pin. as the last competitor to come out. The Queen of Bite Club. Big top cutter applied to the monster. But no, only a 2 count as Victoria Lovecraft finally in the match. All competitors in the ring. Oh, Yuri went for a dive, but all that damage made her fall early and missed her target by a good bit. Pumpkin Jack looking to send to the pumpkin patch. Magic Masters, and now into a pin, but only a 1 count. Victoria Lovecraft sliding up into an Insecurity. As Yuri dives, oh my God, off the pod. Off that glass sarcophagus onto the monster, but only a 2 count. Pumpkin Jack tried to do the same earlier as the monster did to Yuri, but unfortunately, lost his grip and fell down completely. Magic trying to get the upper hand there. Now Victoria going after Pumpkin Jack. That abnormal brain of the monster. Oh no, Yuri tried to hit D as he was going up the top as well. Now D. Everyone trying to land on somebody else and no one connecting, unfortunately. The 2 wisest people so far not climbing up the side of the steel structure. Victoria Lovecraft and sent to the pumpkin patch yet again, Magic Masters. The Pumpkin Jack does not go for the pin. Instead it goes for a smashing pumpkin headbutt. As a Franken driver is hit by the monster on the D killer. The monster's up top on one of the sarcophagi. What's he planning? Big diving headbutt just misses. As a 10-pole driver connects for Yuri King Kang. Pumpkin Jack, ref taking too much time to get that pin for Pumpkin Jack. And now Yuri looking to get a pin on Victoria Lovecraft. Last Friday, Yuri picked up a win over Victoria, earning her respect. As Victoria slides in, taking her legs out from underneath her. 2, no. Will Victoria be able to return the favor and get herself a pinfall victory, at least in this match, over her? And will that give her enough endorsement? Oh, she gets caught with a 10-pole driver. But the monster is choking the hell out of D Killer. Only something as strong and big as the monster can live up D and make him and shake him and give him shaken baby syndrome. 1, 2. Oh, 2 count. Huge claw slam by the monster on the D killer. D is not moving. As Yuri now trying to take advantage of a distraught D killer there, but went after the monster instead, got caught for her troubles. But only a 2 count though. Magic Masters got him up on the shoulders. It's magical. On the outside there. 1, 2, no. The monster choking out Yuri in that high up angle. But only a 2 count still. As a divorce from life, D Killer is eliminated by Victoria Lovecraft. As the Queen of Bite Club takes her first victim of the night. Now going after Magic Masters. Pumpkin Jack going after the monster. This will give Yuri some time to rest, but she's choosing not to and try to picking up the scraps of who's left over. Now Yuri King going up top. Diving onto the monster, but the monster's thick hide of muscle just bounces off and lands a splash of his own. Victoria trying to land on top of them, trying to do the same as well, but misses. It's only a 2 count, though. Pumpkin Jack working over Magic Masters. As Pumpkin Jack tried to slide out there, but got caught with something before getting the chance. Uh-oh. Yuri went for that crazy cutter. That circus crash cutter, but the monster was able to reverse it. Maybe with the help of Lovecraft, trying to stop him from doing so. And oh no. Face club choke bomb. Or choke slam. To Magic Masters, who's out on the floor there. But Yuri now looking to take out Pumpkin Jack. Maybe these two ladies have something going on here. And want to make it to the finals of the match. So they can settle their differences. Victoria looked like she was trying to set up something there, but everyone kept got in the way there. Uh-oh. She's being choked out by the monster. Yuri setting up something in the corner with Pumpkin Jack. What are we about to see here? Those elbows to the ridges of the pumpkin. Uh-oh. Avalanche Poison Runner. And Victoria Lovecraft with a Poison Runner of her own. Going for the pin on Magic Masters. Only a 2 count, though, as the monster getting back in now and just slamming Yuri King down to the mat there. Monster's got her up, but Yuri's fighting back. Pumpkin Jack fighting out of that hold there. Into a pin now. 1, 2. No. Victoria Lovecraft able to hold on. As the monster looks to do something dangerous here. What's it planning on doing? Oh my God. From 7 feet up. Oh! Alley-ooped into the corner. The Magic able to keep herself together to throw the monster out the ring at least. And now going back to work on Victoria Lovecraft. As she sets up. Oh! A marvelous driver. The Victoria gets up. And a beautiful kick to the back of the head, the side of the head with that heel there. Pumpkin Jack throwing out Magic, knowing that Victoria's hurt. And indeed picks up the scraps, eliminating Victoria Lovecraft. We are down to our final 4. Top, it's a big top cutter. Connects to the monster. Only a 2 count. It's Magic. Lands by Magic Masters. But only a 2 count as well. They're already setting up the monster there. Go off the ropes, but the ref got in the way, it looks like. Decides against it. Uh-oh. Yuri with that falling reverse DDT, slipping it on in there. Pumpkin Jack moved out the way. Oh, beautiful springboard moonsault out of the corner. As Pumpkin Jack, his gourd may be knocked a little too much. Doesn't know what to do at the moment. As Yuri goes to now he does. He goes to team up. Oh, no, never mind. Magic Master's able to reverse the double team, and now it's Magic on the outside. The monster trying to take her out, but she's going for the pin now. Only a 2 count. So the monster takes its attention to Pumpkin Jack. As Masters goes to work on putting much pain and punishment to the extremities of Yuri King, and then dropping those knees. Pumpkin smashing Pumpkin headbutt from the corner. 1, 2, 2.8 The monster sits up straight for the moment. And Magic with that huge splash off the cage. And a diving gourd butt. And a jumping gourd butt from Pumpkin Jack, trying to keep the monster down. As Magic Masters using the ropes to get the pin to get the leverage for that pin to keep Yori King Kang down enough for a 3 count. We're down to the final 3. Magic Masters, Pumpkin Jack, and the Monster. Who will become the Master of Monsters this evening and lay claim to a title that can only be held this time of the year, as the monster tries to squish the seeds out of the gourd, and now choking the life out of Magic Masters as she is choked unconscious and forced to tap. We're down to 2, ladies and gentlemen. As both these creatures jockey for position on who's going to take control. Pumpkin Jack able to do that with a soul butt kick. But the monster turns it around, goes for the big boot a little too early. And now a headbutt. Pumpkin Jack goes up top, smashing Pumpkin headbutt from the corner. Into the pin. 1, 2, 3. After all that trial and tribulation, after all that horrendous action like that there, after so much pain and carnage, that creature right there, who kept claiming that they were going to return the power of the hallowed Eve, that is Halloween, back to its rightful owner. Using no tricks, using no underhanded tactics, just pure, monstrous strength and momentum. Ladies and gentlemen, your Master of Monsters for 2025, the King of Pumpkins, Pumpkin Jack.
Here is your winner, Pumpkin Jack.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we try to clear the ring, we'll be right back for the rest of our show, right after a word from our commercial sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, the votes are now live for our live studio audiences. Our co-main event of the evening finally takes place as we watch Lolifant, the current Goddess of the World title holder, take on a woman who has been tearing through the roster and multitudes of different matches for the last several months now, a couple months now, making sure that she has definitively earned herself this title match. The one and only Linda Suzuki, the superstar herself, finally gets the opportunity to face Lolifant one-on-one here this evening. And as those few matches have gone before tonight, this will indeed be a no disqualification match of sorts. So there will be no countouts, no DQs. The only way to win is by pinfall or submission. Will we see Lola Fent be the first lady to defend her title in the Goddess of the World division? Or will all the hard work pay off and let Linda Suzuki get her first title win here tonight at LRW All Hallows Eve? Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you've had a wonderful time throughout all of tonight's events. We hope to see you again in the near future, and it's not when we come back on our special Tuesday taping of Monday Night Munchies, and for more in the future. But right now, it is time to finally see who holds the belt and to be claimed to be known as the Goddess of the World here at LRW.
The following contest is an Extreme Rules match and is for the Worldwide Women's Total Heavyweight Championship.
Making her way to the ring. As stated earlier, a woman who has gone through every match type pretty much, except for maybe one or two here at LRW. Superstar Linda Suzuki has been on a winning tear throughout the entire roster of LRW. She has done everything possible to cement herself to be here as the #1 contender. Will it be enough for her to cement all that hard work and determination into a victory to become the next Goddess of the World champion here at LRW? Or will all that work be only for to get to this point? As she will be facing the woman who, like herself, through hardships and tribulations, earned herself the title match to get to the show and win that title around her waist. The one and only Lola Fent, our current reigning and defending LRW Goddess of the World, who won it off of Haley Webb and has been doing her fair shots of keeping people from, keeping people from getting an opportunity at this title. We've seen one title change hands, but we've also seen a title stay with the champion.
Introducing the challenger from Tokyo, Japan, illustrious Linda Superstar Suzuki. And her opponent from Texas, the Worldwide Women's Total Heavyweight Champion, Sunshine Lauren.
Lola Fent looking at the Goddess of the World title. Linda Suzuki seeing what she's fighting for. Both ladies fighting for that glorious belt right there. Who will weather the storm? And who will come out on top as the winner this night? Only now to tell as Lilith comes out swinging and already going to climbing up on her and trying to get Linda off track of her game plan. But there goes Linda now with precision strikes. And out those cool water kicks, trying to cool off. Oh, my Lord. Cool off the fire that is Lilith. And I believe Lilith got busted open by one of those kicks. As Linda Suzuki with those palm strikes. Catching Lilith flush, but she protects herself. And yes, our current goddess of the world has indeed been cut after that strike earlier. And she's making sure Linda learns her mistake. She learns from her mistakes of doing that to her. And she is berating her there. As Elephant using that forearm, that wristband of sorts to go across the face of Linda. This is an Extreme Rules match, so all weapons are legal. There's no DQs, no countouts, no disqualifications. As Lilith sets up a table. And now Linda grabbing a ladder. Which I didn't expect to see tonight. But I do expect to see at next month's pay-per-view in the Yard. As Oliphant now trying to set up a combination to set up something there. Moves out the way. Linda moving out the way of that. Now Oliphant working the thighs with those kicks. And now grabbing her. Russian leg sweep applied by Lilifant. Under Suzuki now. Oh, trying to get to the corner. Does a little bit, but Lilifant trying to fight her. And got caught. And now Linda going after that cut under the right eye of Lilifant. Trying to make it harder for Lilifant to see as she grabs herself a trash can. Oh, no. No, Lilifant reverses the head drop onto the bottom of that trash can and turned it on to Linda instead. And she strikes her with that candlestick and throws it at her, saying, keep it. And now a drop kick to the back. Returning the favor of getting busted open. Now Lilifant throwing the trash can to Linda. Oh, and a high knee collision, but Lilifant the victor on that one. As Linda Suzuki's busted open. Wonder Woman punch on the outside. Linda Suzuki's put many of people away with that move. And now throwing the trash can and hitting Lilifant, but Lilifant, like the champ, she is taking it. Oh! Seeking stars, shooting stars, leg shot, but only a 2 count. Linda trying to get her with the shooting stars to catch her off guard. But it did not work in her favor as she lands a big knee. Landing that moth through a knee drop off of the Heart's rope. Uh-oh. Lilifant. Reverse DDT, slipped it right on past her. But ducks that clothesline attempt and kicks her in the belly. Off the ropes goes Linda. Lilifant now bobbing and weaving and catching her with a back elbow. And a big elbow drop from the Heart's rope. Cutting dropping an elbow across the jaw of Linda Suzuki. Now throwing the trash can on top of her. Like Linda did to her earlier. Lilifant looking to set up something big here. Uh-oh. Planting the garden. Connects. 1, 2. No. As you can now see the blood pulling out from the hairline of Linda Suzuki. Lillifant trying to plant the garden, the move that won her that title. Did not work against such a tough opponent, though, right now, against as Linda Suzuki is. Lillifant calling up Linda. Is she close enough to get her? No, she realizes she's too far away. As Lillifant's sitting there going, is this all she's got? Oh, step up Enziguri connects. From Hart's rope, another elbow drop across the sternum this time. Lillifant goes to look for another tool of destruction. Getting herself, oh my God, she's setting up a ladder. Cradled onto the edge of the ring and onto the Spanish announce table. Well, Suzuki's there to meet her on the way out and back in with that knee shot to the jaw, then dropping a knee on her yet again. And now looking to keep that wound on her eye opened. Taking out her frustrations on the Lillifant. Lillifant fighting back now and dropping her face first onto the mat there, onto the small padding mats there. They're not that thick. They're barely gymnasium pads at that. Uh-oh. Suzuki with a scissor leg tie-up. But only a one fall count. Is Lillifant able to fight out of it? Uh-oh. Went for that spinning back kick. Lillifant caught her, tripping her up herself. Lillifant up top. Huge splash from the champ. Is it enough to put Suzuki away? No. Only a 2 count. As Lillifant now setting up Suzuki on the Hart's rope. What is she planning here? Lillifant, springboard, sit down. Into the pin, 1, 2, no. Try to turn Linda Suzuki into a lawn chair there. But it wasn't enough to put her down for 3. As our champ now stomps away at the fingies. Lillifant looking to set up something here, maybe another trip. Nope. Sends Linda onto the ladder. Wait a minute. What is Lillifant planning here? Going around a long way. Maybe the table was in the way. She couldn't do nothing. Lillifant now. Trying to think about what she was planning on doing. Uh-oh, never mind. Decided to do something else. Snapmare to the floor. Reverse blockbuster. Sit down blockbuster. Lillifant now going to go serve something else maybe here. Maybe going to grab that table. Maybe not. Lillifant trying to find something, not able to. Oh, and elbow to the face of Linda Suzuki, bouncing her head off of the announce table, the Spanish announce table there. As Lillifant trying to get the crowd behind her to give her enough energy to keep the fight to Linda so she can retain her title as Linda's thrown into the Spanish announce table. Now Linda fighting back. And a big boot to the side of the head. As Suzuki now trying to amp herself up. And throwing Lillifant against the ladder. And now stacking her up on, no. Snake eyesing her on the edge of the ladder there. Throws her on the ladder again this time. Now setting her up on the ladder. Oh, Suzuki tried to make sure she stayed there, but hit the ladder instead. But there's that kick. Around the world back kick. Spinning back kick lands. As now Suzuki building up momentum to do something here while getting the crowd behind her. Maybe taunting to what Lilifant was doing earlier. As now she's dragging her to the other side, but Lilifant fights back out of it. Uh-oh, Lilifant from behind. Oh, but Suzuki fights out of that maneuver. Oh, step up kick, roundhouse kick. Puts the champ down on the floor. As Suzuki grabs another trash can. Looks to set it up to do something big here against Lilifant. As she stomps away at the rib cage. And then a forearm to the top of the skull. To make sure Lilifant stays where she is. Linda getting a chair now. Oh, and smashing it across the chest. And rib cage. And now across the abdomen. Abdomen. And yet again. As she is trying to use every weapon possible under that ring. A sledgehammer, but she decides not to. She decides against it. Uh-oh, Linda. Wonder Woman punch connects. Suzuki now throwing Lilifant back into the ring. Is it enough? Linda Suzuki to the top. Wonder Woman forearm from the top of the corner. Into the pin. 1, 2. It's it. Ladies and gentlemen, proving that hard work, determination, and strong will after months and months of gruesome matches and hard-fought victories. And finally earning a title shot of her own choosing, at her own time choosing. Linda Suzuki weathers the storm that is our former champion, Lilifant. And after all this carnage and chaos, through blood, sweat, and tears, we have ourselves a new goddess of the world champion in the superstar Linda Suzuki. With that Wonder Woman forearm off the corner rope.
Here is your winner, and
Knocking out and putting away Lilifant.
champion, illustrious Linda Superstar Suzuki.
Rounds of applause for Lilifant for holding the title as long as she did. But tonight, that belt goes to a new goddess, and her name is Linda Suzuki. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for our main event of the evening. As after a bit of respect given and possibly misunderstood to two people just trying to prove to the other that they are not someone to be known as a pushover, and to prove to not only the other person but to themselves and the rest of the LRW world that they are tough and determined to win at any match they get thrown at. Ladies and gentlemen, our LRW champion, the title not on the line though, LRW champion Graveyard Doc, facing off against the veteran Susan Smashing in a last person standing match. The person to not get up by the count of 10 will be the loser of the match, unfortunately. Who will come out on top? Who will stand up gloriously? And who will be knocked out after this grueling match? There are no pins, no submissions, no countouts, no DQs. Only a knockout to the count of 10 will either get you the win or give you your great defeat. Here we go.
Making his way to the ring, representing the Unholy Union from New York, weighing in at 226 pounds, the World Internet's Heavyweight Champion, the Punisher, Graves Tuck Martin!
Our LRW Heavyweight Championship champion, Graveyard Doc, in the ring, looking to finally settle things once and for all against his opponent tonight. Though the title is not up for grabs tonight, I've been heard word that the Doc is definitely here to fight like his life depends on it. Susan smashing, making her way to the ring. This all started because Doc came out to congratulate Susan Smashing on her big win in respect and admiration. But Susan Smashing took it to a completely different way. And whether it was by on purpose or on accident, we do not know. But after much weeks of back and forth, and finally just having enough with each other's shenanigans, they have decided to settle it here in this last person standing match. Here we go. Now, reminder, the only way to win got to do the predictions. Is to get your opponent to stay down for the 10 count, as technical errors had happened, and now the vote, the live audience vote is now up for people to earn, the people to claim of who they think is going to win this match tonight. As a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, it does not matter if you try to pin your opponent, if you try to submit your opponent, or if you use a weapon against them, or if the match ends in the ring or outside. One opponent must stay down for the count of 10 for the other to win. It's Graveyard Doc chucks a sledgehammer into Susan Smashing, and she's in the corner now, choking the life out of her. Will it be enough to keep her down for the count of 10? And she gets back up to her feet, though groggy for sure. Off the ropes. Uh-oh, Susan stopping that elbow. She now tosses Doc off the ropes. Doc blocking that big gut punch she's known for. And now Doc, beautiful butterfly suplex, sends Susan over top and over. And Susan returns the favor with a dragon screw leg whip. And now Susan into an armbar, but That CQC training of Graveyard Doc coming into play there. But it doesn't help with that situation. She just throws them down to the mat. Susan trying to use a sledgehammer in retaliation from earlier, but Doc knocking out her hands. As Doc keeps fighting back. And Doc and Susan's power through that gun punch, but not that STO clothesline light takedown combination, landing on the sledgehammer head. Only down for the count of 3 as he ducks the clothesline from Susan. But reverses whatever that was and slips in a falling reverse DDT. As the count continues yet again, this time only for the count of 2. Doc now looking to do something here. Picks up Susan smashing. Looking to give her a stun gun for all her trouble. But only a 1 count. As each time she goes down, she gets back up again. Doc now with a sledgehammer. Hitting her in the corner 1 time, and now Susan scooping a slam on the sledgehammer and dropping the leg. And now a count of 3. As Doc is back up at the count of 4. Doc there. Catching Susan off of that celebration. Oh! Back body suplex. As Doc was counting along, only getting to the count of 2 though. Dropped down by Doc. Oh, wow! Sending her to the early grave. Is it enough to put Susan away? Oh, so close, only an 8 count. And now a knee strike to the side of the head. Count of 8 and Susan smashing back up again. Oh, big boot while he was coming out of that corner. And now Susan scrapes across the steel cables. And now tossing him back in with that hip toss. Over the top rope. Oh, blocks the kick attempt. As Doc sends her across the ropes now. And a back body drop. I've been told the bitches go crazy for it. I should know. I'm the bitches. As Doc not letting her get her time to catch up. Her breath and getting up now, knowing she's not damaged enough. Calls her up and catches her with that double axe handle. Doc continuing the onslaught, making sure that Susan stays down this time. Hart's rope. Oh, went for a double axe handle. Got caught with a punch in the gut there. The Doc, though, bouncing the ref by accident. Doc picks her up. And Snake Eyes. Puts her in the corner. Doc with that sledgehammer again. Oh, went for the attack but missed, but got her that time. Catching her in the thigh. Susan now fighting back. The Doc having an answer for everything Susan does. Drop toe hold. Into the camel clutch. Though she cannot submit. Trying to make sure she feels enough pain to pass out and to stay down for the count of 10. But Susan weathering the punishment and getting back to her feet for the moment as Doc, tries to work on her arm, get caught there with that forearm. Sends him in the corner. Doc fighting out of the corner now. As Doc looks to do something damage here. Lifting her up with a suplex, but she reverses from behind. Full on atomic drop. No knees needed for that one. Oh, Lord. Fighting out of what's possible, that water wheel drop. Doc having answers for everything. Susan smashing comes at her except for that STO. As she returns the favor of the one he landed earlier, but he's back up at the count of 2. Ducks the clothesline. And now picks her up with raw strength into a dominator. Susan smashing getting up though. Trying to play off the pain. Doc sends her on the ropes. Oh! Big credit card chop. As we are now to the count of 5. Has the damage been done? Count of 8. Count of 9. And Bailey staring but up on the count of 9. As Doc comes in running with a ramming headbutt. Was that enough to knock out any energy left over? As Doc thinks it's over, but Susan back up at the count of 8 this time. Oh, Susan picking him up. Scooping a slam, landing on that landle. And a leg drop. And Susan trying to get the crowd behind her quickly, but did not work in her favor. As Doc gets up at the count of 2. Big gut punch connects finally from Susan smashing. She throws him on top of the sledgehammer. Doc getting up again, stirring. Now firing back at Susan smashing. Oh, drops her down to the mat yet again. The move that won him that title against our former champion, Wilfred Brimley, the enforcer. That camel clutch applied. Trying to make people humble. As Doc now telling her to stay down. The match is over in his opinion. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Bailey back up on the count of 9 yet again. Got caught with a clothesline finally. Susan smashing now, looking for another big clothesline, but misses. As Doc keeps countering everything she throws at him, making her waste as much energy as possible. Susan not moving at the count. Oh, as I say that. Count of 9 one more time. Oh, and chop blocked into the corner. But Doc throws her back in there for troubles for what she did to him. And now Doc with another snake eyes. As Susan's getting counted yet again. Doc was thinking she got back up and went to go get another weapon. As Susan, that veteran tenacity. Oh, using a front kick to block the knee strike of Doc. But Doc said, that's okay. Even if you don't submit, I'm going to make you tap and feel the pain. As she does tap. This time at least. But Doc not done with her yet. Back body suplex. That graveyard drive. And ladies and gentlemen, proving why he is the LRW Heavyweight Champion. With sound mind, sound tactics, and fierce tenacity, your LRW Heavyweight Champion, Graveyard Doc, decisively puts away Susan smashing in this last person standing match. Though credit is due to Susan for putting up a hell of a fight when she could. Doc came out in the end. Came out here tonight to prove a point. And put away Susan Smashing once and for all. Here with the graveyard drive, dropping her on her neck, pretty much, into those ropes. Guaranteeing the 10 count and the win.
Here is your winner, the Punisher, Martin.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here tonight. Throughout this amazing event, this Halloween night. We hope you've had a wonderful time as we go to head out this evening. Enjoy the rest of your night, the rest of your weekend, and the rest of your time zone. May all your Hallows be weenie. May all your candy baskets be full. We'll be back on Tuesday night for a special broadcast of Monday Night Munchies. Stay wonderful, stay spooky, stay amazing, and ladies and gentlemen, stay wiggly.